What's up, players? It's Eugene back here playing some more Castlevania games. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday afternoon. Hope everyone's feeling all right. This morning I did not start it off with the greatest morning. I was actually supposed to be at an event for the Austin Ghostbusters, but I woke up this morning and had a sinus headache. Stomach was messing with me. I'm feeling better now. Still have a slight headache, but we're getting a lot of rain, a lot of storms and stuff are rolling through here in Central Texas where I'm at. So, just it's that time of year. Like, gotta take the meds and stay on top of things. So, but enough about me. Let's move on to our game for today. And let's see, no one's in chat yet, so we're just gonna jump in here real quick. So we are continuing on with our Castlevania mania. Just some programming notes real quick. I'm planning on trying to do another stream tomorrow and then hopefully one on Monday evening. And then the rest of my week is pretty busy. So I'm probably only going to be able to play about 3 more Castlevania games. And this is one of them. Today we are playing Castlevania Dracula X from the Super Nintendo. It was released in 1995. We are playing Richter Belmont again. And timeline-wise, this is from 1792 AD, but this is an alternate timeline. So, if you watched or go back and watch the episode I did where I was playing Castlevania with Rondo of Blood, that game came out before this one. Fantastic game on the TurboGrafx 16. Never got a US release. And what we got instead was this. And this is extremely, extremely stripped down. It's still an okay game, but it pales in comparison as to what we got in Rondo of Blood. Also, they changed the storyline some. So, it is a different game. Looking at our timeline here, we started off with the original Castlevania back in 1987, Simon's Quest in 88, the Castlevania Adventure in 89, or Castlevania The Adventure. Dracula's Curse in 90, Belmont's Revenge in 91, Castlevania 4 in 1991, and then Rondo of Blood in 93, Bloodlines, which was the last game that we played, in 94, and this one dropped in 95. And then, like I was saying, story timeline-wise, though, we had Dracula's Curse, the Castlevania Adventure, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania, Simon's Quest. I'm probably not going to get to play this one here, the one Castlevania, I think it's Harmony of Dissonance, at least not in this round of Castlevania games. We played Rondo of Blood. We also played Bloodlines. The next game we will be playing is actually Symphony of the Night, which comes in between those two. But Castlevania Dracula X is on the alternate timeline. So it is 101 years past the events in Super Castlevania 4, that is. And so we're playing, Dracula X for the Super Nintendo. So, alrighty, I guess let's go ahead and jump into it. I never owned this game on the Super Nintendo. I vaguely remember renting it and only thinking it was just okay. I always thought it was definitely a step down from Super Castlevania 4 because, you can whip your wand all the way around and stuff. The graphics, the sprites are a lot bigger and everything. This just kind of seemed like a step back. Now, if I compare Super Castlevania to, like I said, Rondo of Blood, I think they're both fantastic games. They're just different games. Whereas, like I said, this one just did not quite seem to be as much. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. And I have already knocked out at least one of the achievements on here. Already a huge difference between this game and Rondo of Blood. Rondo of Blood had that awesome anime-inspired intro sequence. And this one we just get like a very basic scroll. Transylvania, the Middle Ages. An evil darkness has befallen the land, giving rise to sinister vampire legends. Until now, the people of Transylvania had grown accustomed to their peaceful existence, secure in the knowledge that their famed hero, Simon Belmont, had sealed the fate of Count Dracula several hundred years prior. Wicked townsfolk, possessed by the darkness conspiring to revive the King of the Blood, Dracula, now undead once more, plotted to extract revenge upon the descendant of the family that destroyed him, Richter Belmont. The Prince of Evil viciously attacked the town with his unholy legion. He snatched away Richter's girlfriend, Annette, and her sister, Maria, imprisoning them in his vile castle. He lies in wait for Richter to attempt a rescue. Richter, burdened by his destiny, left for Dracula's castle with his legendary ancestral whip and the determination to save his loved ones, and the resolve to send Dracula to eternal damnation, once and for all. So yeah, in this one, yes, he's going to save his girlfriend, but in this one, Maria, who is not a playable character, whereas she is in Rondo of Blood, is is her sister, and that wasn't the case in the first one. She is she's a vampire hunter herself, so decent laugh we got going on there. Let's see here. So attack is attack is Y, jump is B, and then I believe we do up and I'll have to look at it, but item crash is whenever we do like the super version of the weapon attack. So yeah, so that's X. Okay. All right, I guess let's go and get started. And we go back to a classic map. And I don't believe there are branching paths in this one. Yeah, so if you press up and attack, you're able to use your secondary weapon. At least we're able to... I didn't know this. The other thing is he's definitely slower in this one than he is in the other one. And especially coming from after playing Bloodlines, which is a lot faster paced. This is slower. But he does have this double jump kind of ability, which is kind of fun. I'll just have to remember to keep using it. That could have been bad if it wouldn't have let me scroll back down. There. Yeah, I demonstrated this game a little bit before I was playing Rondo of Blood. And this is about where I cut it off, so... we're going to use the term loosely here. Friend, nope. Our friend, the Medusa head, has returned. So, also, we've got our whip all the way maxed out pretty much all the time. So, which is another change from a lot of other previous Castlevania games where you started off with the leather version of the whip. and end up getting the Morning Star version. I guess that was worth the trip here. I mean, the music's all right. Kind of got this funky, like, synth guitar type thing going on here so often. Not worth grabbing it because that boss would just destroy whatever's ahead of me. So. I will say, though, at least when I'm getting hit, even though it's not necessarily knocking me backwards like in old previous Castlevania games, thank goodness, at least it's giving me very clear, visuals that, yes, you have been hit. We have the giant lumbering monster behind us. Don't know why he gets to keep walking over the pits and I can't. We'll go through this. I think this is the boss fight. Because our music has changed. Yeah, here we go. This large cat. Not so well. Ah! I thought I jumped. I thought I had clicked jump. Bad kitty. Got it. All right, to our next. I take it back. There may be branching levels in here, but I don't remember. All right, I'm going to check something real quick. I will be right back. right, sorry about that. All right, here we go. On to level 2. Got the merman back. All right, here we go. Got some good music going. Whoa! I'm chugging a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, what's going on, Tex-Mex? Save, save, save? Yeah, I probably should. Then we got our main hallway here. I'm going to stick with the cross. Oh, I hate these eyeball guys. I just got an extra man. Oh man, that got me from above. I didn't realize that. Man. These guys have got some range on them. Ah. That's where that back flip's gonna come in handy. You have to time those attacks when you're jumping, because his whip doesn't just like instantly, like there's like a half a second delay on it. Oh, yeah. Guys have got a hell of a range. Yeah, the game's kind of chugging here. I'm going to save here in just a second and restart it real quick. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's do this real quick. Save space. Okay, let's quit. All right, try it again. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. That's kind of weird. Nice. Don't hit me, please. And then we're gonna stick with the axe. Ah, Oh man, I remember fighting this thing before. Whoa! Like I've barely touched this thing. Okay. Whoa. So I can... Man, I am not doing well at this. Yeah, I'll continue. I have to stall it all the way back. Okay. Almost didn't let me jump. Yeah, I think it's playing better. Alright, let's see here. Oh. Went after one bat and got hit by another. Got hit twice by that. Let's stick with the axe. I mean with the cross. About now. Ah, I shouldn't have jumped into that one. Alright. I am not doing well at this game. We're going to start using some rewind here, because otherwise you're just going to be watching me play the same level over and over and over again. And I don't think that's what y'all probably want to do. Back up just a little bit here. First of all, that guy sneaking up there above me. Yeah, what's funny is like if you go all the way back to the original OG Castlevania, the spear guardsmen were like just like very simple one hit, not, you know, problematic enemies at all. And as you go on in the game series, like they become tough, as you can see. Like they've got a ton of range. They can hit from in front of you as well as from above. Like of any of the enemies from the OG original Castlevania game, like they probably got the biggest glow up, as it were, as the kids would say. It's weird net guy. Okay. No, we're gonna stick with the axe because we're about to go fight the big cat, I think. No, not the cat, the bat. Yeah, we definitely want this. Shoot. Look at that. Like 3 hits right off the bat, man. From the bat. So I guess the trick is to constantly keep him turning into a bat. Or into the small bats, I should say. Why did I jump? One last one just to make sure. Oh, if that had killed me, I would have been pissed. Alright, got another achievement. God give me strength. Tex-Mex. I don't know if I ever played this on the SNES. Like I said, man, I remember renting it at least once, and like I said, I wasn't super impressed with it. Epically. Well. Yes, well indeed. It's just, man, it just pales in comparison so bad compared to Rondo of Blood, though. All right, we got another version of some fantastic music going. This is not a bad version. I will say I do kind of like being able to use that backflip. That is kind of awesome. More Medusa heads. But what should I expect them climbing? It's like that's where they live. There's a long stretch of area where you're going to be walking, or an area where you're going to be, you know, ascending upwards. Bring out the Medusa heads. Jerk. Oh, you know what? I'm not taking that second one. Screw that. Oh, I couldn't make that jump. I might could. We're going to try it again. Ah! No, didn't mean to do that. That's sort of weird when I do that. Now they're tag teaming. Come on. I was gonna say, I know you're there, Medusa. And we'll stick with the axe. Like I said, I mean, historically, my favorite weapon has always been the cross, the boomerang cross. But going back and playing these games, like, as an adult, like, the axe is probably the most useful, just because it allows you to get hits. Wow. I took a ton of damage just then. It allows you to get hits, like, up and above you. I'm going back. Alright. I don't think I could avoid that one. I could have avoided that one. Alright. Why did it not? Didn't swing on time. It's driving me insane. Oh! Hold on. Why won't it let me double jump there? I guess because I'm in front of that area, it wouldn't let me double jump. Because I was trying to say, I was like, I'm jumping high enough. I should definitely be able to traverse that, but I guess not. Okay. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, I love this music. I believe this one is called Bloody Tears, if I remember correctly. Like I was saying before the stream started, timeline-wise, for doing these streams, I'm probably only going to be able to knock out another 2 maybe one tomorrow night, and then one Monday night, and just because my week is already kind of getting full. One of my boys has. Should have done it. Nope. Can't do that second swing. He has his last football game of the season on Tuesday night, and then. Oh, thank God. Something's going on Wednesday night. I don't know what it is though. I'd have to look. But yeah, the week's kind of. That was. I probably should not have survived that. Yeah, so I'm probably only going to knock out about 3 more Castlevania games in this whole run through. So, which is fine because, like I said, this one I know I've played. I know I've played this one before. I don't know if I've ever beat it. Wow. And the next one will be Symphony of the Night, which is arguably the best Castlevania ever. Man, that is such a good game. And then the last one that I would knock out if I continue going release order would be Castlevania Legends, which is a game that came out after all of these other games, all of these other 16-bit and 32-bit games on the Game Boy, of all things. And I've never played it before. In fact, I didn't even know it existed until maybe a year ago. So I'll be able to play one of the best games, and then I'll get to play a game and I know for a fact I've never played that game before. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, nice. Okay. Of course, with Rewind, I don't really need it, but... But see, like, these guys look a lot better than they did in Bloodlines that I was playing last time. Some of the enemies definitely look better as you go along. Some of them, not so much. Like, sometimes they do some weird stuff with them. So, I want to say this is one of those levels that there's, like, multiple ways of getting out of here. So, Tex-Mex, what sets everything apart is the SNES sound is above all the other consoles at this time. Yeah, it definitely was. So... Because there are some games on the Super Nintendo that just had fantastic soundtracks. One of my favorite ones to this day is still ActRaiser. That has got some beautiful music in it. Nice. Yeah, I'm almost for certain I've read somewhere that there's a multiple ways to get through this, and I want to say one of them is here. Like, there's one spot here where you can fall down and you won't die, and it puts you on the path to anyway, and it puts you on the path to, I think, it's how you save the Sister Maria. You know, maybe I should have researched that before I started playing. I mean, I guess I could stop right now and research it, but it is what it is. Oh no, wait a minute. Here we go. We got the... Wow, okay, so it has... I just got the key, which means that's what I'm going to use to save the girl. So I need to hold on to it. Alright, this enemy was from Rondo. Kinda, sorta. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's back that up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move quicker. Man, you know what would be nice right about now? Is, I shouldn't have done that, because I may need that later. Would be having a secondary weapon that I could throw, like, you know, an axe. Or something. Because staying just out of this guy's range kind of sucks. Dang it. I can't really swing on him right now because then I'll unlock the, or I'll knock out the, what's it called? Oh, and he petrifies you, okay. And then go faster. Ah! Ah! Seriously? Okay, I guess I don't have to hit his head. I guess I can just hit the main body. Yeah, I can. Okay, that's easier. I thought, man, if I have to keep, like, swinging up to hit the head, this is gonna suck. Ah, nope, not gonna do that. No, come on, dude. Double jump. Just get out of the way then. You're not one to do what I want you to do, man. Come on. Got him, okay. Oh, I even forgot that I had that over there. Not that it makes a difference at this point. Let's see what we got here. On ActRaiser, I didn't care for the city building part, but loved the fighting part. See, okay, and that's the funny thing. Like, that I loved the city building part more than the fighting part. And so when they released ActRaiser 2, it cut out all of the city building. And I was just like, this is just running around fighting. Like, I didn't care for it as much. So I still have my original copy. Well, my brother does. My original copy of ActRaiser somewhere. And I've gone back and played that one on multiple times on emulation. But I've never really sat down to play the second one because I'm gonna hold on to the key because we want to see if we can unlock the goal. But yeah, I never really played the second one. I guess I need to add that to the list of games I need to sit down and go through and really play. It's one of the reasons I do really like what I'm doing now. Seriously, with going through and playing these games on emulation is because there's a ton of games that I missed. My partner at work, this music's pretty good too. My partner at work is like that's his retirement plan. He knows there's a ton of games that he's missed on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even on Xbox, PlayStation, so on and so forth. So like him and his son, who's a teacher now, which is crazy. Sorry. Anyway, he's like, yeah, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and play a bunch of these old games that I never played. And I don't blame him one bit. There's still a ton of games I'd like to go through and like play with my boys. Like Nick and I were playing, we were going through and playing the Metal Slug games, and like, those are games that I never really played a lot. And we were having a blast playing those games. What was interesting about that was we did an interview on the creative show with a gentleman by the name of Jesse Sosa, and I met him when I was at a convention because he was, and the majority of our conversation was about the new comic book that he's working on that looks fantastic. Like, Cy pretty much fell in love with the artwork as soon as he saw it, and the premise. Mexican Grindhouse book? Yes, please. Anyway, oh, geez. Berserker here. Anyway, like I said, Cy fell in love with the artwork. Well, anyway, I met him at a convention because he's part of the Ghostbusters community in that, wow, this thing just does not want me to kill this bat at all. Like, it's like doing everything it can to make sure I'm not in line to kill this bat. We're going back all the way up here real quick. Anyway, because he worked on the original artwork. Again. Oh, we're just gonna jump over that. Like, I don't care at this point. Come on. He worked on the original artwork and stuff for the 2009 Ghostbusters the video game. Oh, come on, I need that. He worked on. Fine, I'll take it. I'm still net positive here. And anyway, he worked on the artwork for the original Ghostbusters game. And but he also worked on, the reason I bring it up now is because he also worked on several other games, including he currently works at Gearbox. Well, he also worked on, he was telling us he worked on emulation stuff and like, what's the term I'm looking for? Moving games to a different system or whatever. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to go right there. And so like he did work for transcribing, translating, whatever you want to say. Nope, not doing that. Come on. Go through. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Yes, I can finally. Thank you for saving me, Richter. But Annette is trapped in another place. So she's in another castle. Please save her. All right, so I've saved her sister. All right. Oh, good. Sweet. So she gave me a bunch of health. Now I can finally get rid of this damn key and get a secondary weapon that I can actually use to, like, you know, hunt vampires and monsters and stuff. Anyway, what I was saying was I keep getting sidetracked in this conversation. He worked on the translation for some of these games, and he was telling us that the company, it was for Neo Geo, and these Neo Geo games, they wanted things a very specific way. And so in the interview, he was telling us, he's like, yeah, he said, we went back and tried to fix some of the things that were mistakes in like Metal Slug and stuff. And they came back and were just like, no, you need to fix that. And they're like, well, what do you mean fix it? We fixed it. It was incorrect the first time. And they're like, no, we want it to be an exact translation of how it was in the arcade. So, for example, one of the things that he brought up was in one of the levels, there's an enemy that's like green instead of brown. They're like, no, you need to change him back to brown. Even though he stands out from all the other ones, we need that done. They're like, okay. But one of the other things he brought up was, yeah, I've been meaning to do that. So I didn't need to do that though. Anyway, one of the things he also brought up was the slowdown. If you've ever played, see, there's another door there. Should I have? Maybe I should have held on to the key. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna keep going. I'm not trying to beat the game so anyway. Yeah, I should have kept the key because I guess apparently I could have gone a different way. I've got like crap tons of hearts, so I'm just gonna keep messing with this thing. But yeah, they wanted the slowdown. They're like, we can fix that. We've got better processors and stuff now. We could fix this game where it doesn't have slowdown. And they're like, no, keep it that way. So like when I was playing, what's it called, with Metal Slug with my boy, he's like, Dad, I don't think the hardware. Oh, that was nice. I don't think the hardware is able to handle this game. And I was like, yeah, it's definitely slowing down, but I think you're right. No, turns out they want it that way. I guess I'll do my hands dirty. I wonder what's up here. Since I didn't even come up to this area of the map. Alright, let's see. What do we have going on in the chat here? A Super Mario Brothers moment. Oh, the last line. What's going on, man? So I've been playing for 48 minutes. We're going to keep going. And see, I'm back upstairs now, but there's all this stuff down here on the bottom. So like I said, I'm pretty sure there was another route I could have gone. Probably if I had held onto that key longer. But damn it, I was tired of... Oh no, we're going with the axe. Stupid birds. Okay, this music very much sounds like a Sega Genesis game. Not like a Castlevania game. I'm in Berserker mode now. I can throw axes too, dude. Look. See? Yeah, this is not Castlevania music. I don't know what this is. Oh, more of the little guys. I hate these little guys. They're still not as bad as they were in the OG Castlevania. That original game, my God. The little guys were horrible. And yeah, it would be a lot nicer if Richter was a little faster on the draw here. Come on. Oh no, not doing that. I don't use that enough. The weapon crash or whatever they call it. I don't know. I don't ever think about it. I should, obviously. Like, I was obviously in a position where it was really helpful just now. bird. Seriously? But like I said, I've always been... Don't want to do that. Oh. Ooh, that sucks. That really sucked. Okay, so... Man, if some of those crumble underneath you, I wonder if you can keep moving if you're just kind of like SOL. Ah, I hate these guys. Cheap. Because while you're facing off against their buddy up top, you know, they're sneaking around down here on the bottom, coming after you. Alright, cool, I can get them with axes. At least one of them. Got one of them. Might as well take out the other one the same way. Okay. I mean, I've got the hearts. I might as well use them, right? But like I said, I've always been that type of player that doesn't use special weapons or whatever unless I absolutely need to, and I don't know why. It's kind of a failing on my part, to be honest with you. This dude's kind of jacked. He definitely has some range, but he telegraphs a lot, so... You know what would be nice right about now? A meal. That would be great. I knew he was going to do that. Like, seriously, dude, does no one in the Belmont family think ahead and just like, you know what I should take? Maybe a snack? You know, the medieval equivalent of a energy bar or something. Something to kind of get me along. Oh, there you go. But instead, no, you gotta find a whole roasted turkey or chicken or whatever in you know, in a random castle. Let's depend on that for our sustenance. You bastard. Like, seriously, if I didn't have the axe right now, how would I get these guys? Still not digging this music. That's cool. I guess it, you know what? We're gonna go up. I don't know, I just have a feeling about up. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna kill this guy. Here we go. Come on. Like that. That's how I'm killing. I gotta keep him stuck. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going the right way or, you know, a better way. You know, I didn't. I'm just playing this by ear. Nope. We're gonna go back to the. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh well. I mean, like I said, this is a great weapon as well. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not as useful, it doesn't seem. And that really is not what I wanted. Okay, I'm back to the axe. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I literally went through like every single weapon just now. Okay, so this is a holdover from the first one. This was the first enemy in Rondo of Blood. Dang, I've been this many times and it's only picking out that much. Man. Gotta back this up a little bit. Come on, Rick, we can do this. I don't know if that did anything. Okay, I got it. Yeah, and the battle's a little different too, but I mean, that is the same enemy from the first one, so. The devil flies by night. We're coming up on an hour here. We're going to play a little bit longer. Why am I moving? Am I moving away from the castle? Like, what's going on here? Oh, maybe I have to, maybe I'm heading to save my girlfriend. That's what I'm doing. I'm guessing. Maybe she's in another tower. Quit taking around with that bird, Eugene. Alright, this is more classic Castlevania music as well. Oddly enough, I had to have the axe to get a weapon I would prefer not to have. But yeah, how awesome would it be to have a Castlevania game, a redone Castlevania game, where you have all of the moves of, say, Richter in Symphony of the Night, and be able to go back and play pretty much all the Castlevania games. That was very Super Mario Brothers there. Just saying. Man, between that guy and the bat, I was kind of screwed. Oh, see? Seriously, is this Castlevania or is this Super Mario Brothers? I wonder if I could do my double jump. Almost made it. I did all that jumping, and I almost made it. Okay, good. Whew. Oh, now I get to go back and cross it, so that sucks. At least there's some health. What else is weird about this one is the health is... No, I did not do all of that just to come over here for this. Man. How am I supposed to deal with this guy? Because he's going to send me flying. And then there's a bat here, and then it's going to knock me down here. It's like I'm kind of... What the what? Okay. Maybe that's what I have to do. I don't know. I mean, it at least got me over here to this point. Yeah, we're in the clock tower. It's like we're going to fight Dracula, but on the map, Dracula's castle was like over there. He says, pointing his head, like, you know. Nope, gonna stick with the axe. Not too useful. And every turn these guys are here. These guys are jerks. And then the bats don't help. Yeah, in this game, who was it? I want to say it was maybe Bassarino was asking, you know, which are worse, bats or Medusas? This one, bats. Damn, this guy's got some reach. Oh, stupid bat. Get up there, Richter. I need you to get on the stairs, dude. I know I can jump on the stairs, can't I? Yes, I can. So why wasn't I able to do it up there? Is it because I was holding up? Whatever. I'm up here. I'm just gonna keep going. I shouldn't have flown back. Nope. Just keep going. Oh. Like, Rondo of Blood is fun, and it is challenging, but I feel like there are a lot of jumps and enemies in this one that are just... I don't want to say punishing, but they're just not fun. Like, it's... See, like that jump. Okay. And the position of the enemies? Okay, I don't know how he went past me, but thank goodness for that. And of course, I had to talk trash about Medusa heads not being as bad as bats, and here they are. Nope. Oh man, come on, come on, come on. Yes, please. Oh, that was gonna suck if I got hit right as I did that. But yeah, I just... Okay. It would also be helpful, like I was saying, if he was faster. Like, he's definitely slower in this one than he is in Rondo. And both of the characters in Bloodlines were a lot faster. Okay, yeah, so here we go. We've got... All right, I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like we got our girlfriends here, and then some kind of a skull's about to come down, so I'm not sure what's about to happen here. Last line. I always thought it was really weird that there are floating Medusa heads as enemies in these games. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you... It would be one thing if it was just floating Medusa heads and you were just like, okay, this is just how they portray Medusa in these games. But then in a lot of the games, you actually fight a Gorgon. Like, you fight Medusa. And it's like, what? Like, why are some of these just a floating head and then there's this actual Gorgon there? So... Okay, was that my girlfriend? Is that what's going on here? Is she possessed? We'll find out in a second. See, like, look how I wouldn't be getting anywhere near these hits without the axe. All right. Did I free her? Is she dead? Was I supposed to go a different route? Is that just like the bad ending? Okay, and now all of a sudden I'm... I guess... Okay, once again, if this is... No, because that's Dracula's castle in the background. What's going on? You know, a little narration would be helpful. Like, hey, by the way, this is what's going on. You just killed your girlfriend. You're bad. Whatever. But nothing. And he definitely does not click the stairs like in previous games. Oh, this is the first one of these dragons that we've fought in this game. I do like the fact that I can multi-throw axes. That's helpful. Okay, I was gonna say, is this where I came from? But no, it isn't. Oh, I forgot that guy like freaks out and throws his entire ribcage away. Oh, he threw that right at me. Man, this guy is like intent on punching me. I guess I need to like get after him and get it done. Okay. Could have done better, but it's okay. It's all good. Still got plenty of health. More of this BS. More Medusa heads. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Thank you. That sucked. Let's not do that. I guess I have to go up on that side. Can I go through here? Oh no, there's another way. No. What the? Nope, not doing this. That sucked. How am I gonna kill that guy? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to axe him. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna have to axe him. I don't know how I'm gonna axe him. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Trying to do a double jump up there, can I? Nope. I don't know why it won't let me do it sometimes. Nope. Should I go over this way? It's over here. I don't think I've been this way before. Intent on hitting me. Wait, nope. Block. So that was not a waste of time, but... Well, maybe a waste of time because now this guy came back. I need that up there, though. Oh! Medusa heads, man. Yep, like they knew. I guess they heard me talking trash about them. We're not as bad as the bats, huh? Oh, is he gone? Okay, swing this go. No, is this? Am I confused? No, I think I'm. No. Okay. To hell with this. Whatever over there was over there behind that dude. Let's see what this is. Come on. Well, instead, I just need to get over there. Stay out of the way, Medusa. You know, you would think the... I was going to stick with the axe. You would think the stopwatch would be a better weapon, but... Oh, shit, I'm actually fighting Dracula. What the hell? Like, dude, what's up with your floor, man? I vaguely remember fighting this version of Dracula somewhere. I should have taken the axe. I didn't, or the cross. I didn't realize I was fighting Dracula right now. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this was the right choice. That's going to be a hard jump. Okay, I'm going to have to double jump over it. Oh, man. Okay, so. No, but not into a pit. Oh, did y'all see that? I slid off. Don't slide. Okay, Richter. Oh, come on, dude. I've got plenty of axes. I just... Nice. Okay. Sure you got one more hit on him. How has Dracula been easier so far to kill than like that big bat was? I should have just done this. Yep. One more and I got him. I'm sure he'll turn into something else though. Because, you know, this is Castlevania. I bet that this has got to be the bad ending. I bet there's something I was supposed to have done. Yeah, look at this. What the hell, man? Maybe we're gonna... Maybe we don't stay here. Nope. Back up. Oh. I can't get around him without getting hits, the problem. Alright. My controller's doing something funky. What's going on with that? Hell yeah. Bitch, take that. Okay, maybe we'll get some story here. Nope, turned into a puff of smoke. Okay, so obviously there was something else I should have done. I saved her sister, but I wasn't able to save my girlfriend. So... yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing there was another way I should have gone and done something that I could have saved her. But it's something I would have to go back and play again and kind of look at. So, all right, let's see what's going on here in the chat. I always thought it was really weird. Okay, floating. Trichome. Hey, Trichome, what's going on? Be kind, rewind. Yeah, you dude. Yeah, I had to. Super Mega Graphics 64. Just saw you were streaming. My bad. Dude, it's all good, man. You still showed up. Did Lou seriously ask if you played this on SNES? What? LOL. Seriously, dude, like, I don't think I played it on SNES, so. Trichome, welcome to the party. First try. Yep, absolutely. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to design a shirt with like the 2 backwards arrows or something, and then like, I don't know, maybe a victory, like some kind of a victory thing from a game or something, and literally it just needs to say first try. So that might have to be a thing. That might have to be a shirt, dude. That would be awesome. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier in the stream, I think I'm only going to manage to get 2 more Castlevania streams before Halloween. Probably one tomorrow, which is going to be Symphony of the Night. Looking forward to that. And then the other one would be on Monday night, and that would be Castlevania Legends, which I've never played. Hell, I didn't even know the game existed until like a year or so ago. Let's see here. Last Line Official. Let's see if you show up to my stream site. Oh yeah. You have to check that out, man. So, all right, let me back out of here so we don't have this playing in the background. Nope. What are you doing, controller? There we go. Okay. So, let's move over here. Got to wake the mouse up. So yeah, that was Castlevania Dracula X on the alternate timeline. So yeah, tomorrow night we will be, as long as I'm able. Well, I'm sorry, I should definitely be able to stream tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be doing arguably the greatest Castlevania game of all time, Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation. Freaking love that game. Like that game. I remember when Sai and I first got our hands on that game. We were working at the local PBS station here, because that's how we actually met, was in college, going to class for television production. And I remember playing that game. It was just like, it just blew our minds. It just blew us away. That was such a good game. But like I was saying, so if I can pull my calendar up here real quick. Yeah, so stream tomorrow, stream Monday night, and then let's see here. My boy's got his last football game on Tuesday night. Oh, that's what it is. I've got a work event on Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, hopefully Cyrus and I are going to be able to do another episode of EG Live. We haven't been able to do one in like the last 3 or 4 weeks. And man, there's some big stories that have been happening. So I was like, dude, we've got to see if we can get back in there and do an episode, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So yeah, Trichome, Symphony of the Night's my jam, Super Mega Graphics, it's basically perfect. Yeah, it is arguably, like I said, the best Castlevania game, if not one of the best games ever. I mean, come on, let's be serious. Between it and Super Metroid, it basically divined a genre of game that was named after it. I mean, like, you know, even though Super Mario Brothers, you know, is like the gold standard for platforming games, we don't call them, oh, it's a Super Mario Brothers game. Oh, hey, Basserino. We don't call it, oh, that's a Super Mario Brothers game. No, it's a platformer. This literally named this genre of game. So, yeah, so I guess let me go ahead and, let me thank everyone that did show up. I know some people showed up late, but that's all good. Basserino got in there right at the end. Trichome, always good to see you, man. Last Line, always good to see you as well. Super Mega Graphics 64, my partner in crime there, Cyrus Martin. My boy Tex-Mex jumped in. My youngest jumped in at one point just so he can do his well. That's his thing. Or maybe that needs to be a shirt. That needs to be a shirt for him. I need to make a shirt for him that just says well. And go from there. So, yeah, anyway, let's see here. As always, you can find us at epicallygeeky.com, where you can find all the shows that we do, including the Epically Geeky Show. We actually just recorded an episode last night. It was a hell of a lot of fun. We were basically adding monsters or twisting children's storybooks around to have monsters in them. So the 2 that I did were Llama Llama, Red Pajama, and then a version of Room on the Broom that, maybe I'll pull it up here real quick. Version of Room on the Broom that whenever I had AI generate a cover for it, gave me a little bit more adult-themed version of The Witch, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, so yeah, we did an episode of Epically Geeky Show last night. We've got a new episode of Marginally Geeky coming up next month. We're reading a Red Dwarf book that I believe Sean picked. Creatively Geeky, our next episode, we're actually doing an interview with a cosplay couple that I know that are really awesome about everything they do. Sustainably Geeky, actually there's a new episode coming out on Monday that Jen did. She did an interview with a guy that talks about the use of hydrogen as a replacement fuel, which was kind of interesting. And then, like I said, hopefully we'll have knock out another episode of EG Live later this week, and then I'll have 2 more episodes of EG Gaming, and then I'm going to call it quits for Castlevania for right now, and I'll find something else to play and have fun with. So, like I said, everyone that showed up, thank you so much. It's always so fun doing these. I really do. I am really enjoying going back and replaying some of these games, but in some cases, like playing games I never really played. Yeah, and then of course I'm playing with the idea of like doing some more hardcore achievement hunting, and I think that might be something that has to happen. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I have to 100% every game. There's just no way. Like some of these, I've looked through some of these achievements that people have come up with for these older games, and dude, they are just as insane as some of the stuff that people were coming up with on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff. I was actually telling one of my boys, I remember one of the hardest achievements I ever got was one of the Call of Duty games, one of the OG Call of Duty games. You had to grab a pistol from the previous level and hold on to it, and then at the beginning of this next level, you're supposed to kill this guy in a car, like at this big ceremony or whatever, and you're supposed to kill him in the car with like a sniper rifle, but the achievement was to kill him with the pistol. So literally, you're just like blind shooting at like one little pixel on the screen. I did it over and over and over again. I managed to get it, but I'm just like, why am I doing this to myself? And I definitely don't want to do that whenever I'm doing this achievement hunting. This is supposed to be fun, right? Video games are supposed to be fun, not work. So keep that in mind, everyone. With that said, I'm going to punch out here. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Talk with y'all later. Bye.